Good afternoon. This is Breaking Ground on Times Now. My name is Pranesh Kumar Roy. Let's get you some breaking inputs we are tracking this minute. Look who wants to help India. It is Pakistan. Don't be surprised. Imran Khan, Prime Minister of a country which is virtually bankrupt today, has put out a tweet, and I'm quoting here. That's the tweet on your screen. According to this report, 34% of households across India will not be able to survive for more than a week without adequate assistance. I'm ready to offer help and share our successful cash transfer program, lauded internationally for its reach and transparency with India. Now let's go by one in the claims that Imran Khan is making in this tweet. The only program that Pakistan has run successfully and the world recognizes is Terror Factory. Pak terrorists are recognized around the world. The Pak deep state that the ISI heads has been very successful in sending terrorists to India to carry out operations. Pradeep.
Yes, Pranesh, you're absolutely right. The only program that had been successful from Pakistan's side is pushing in terrorists into this side of the border, financing terrorism. And when Imran Khan talks about, in fact, they had been able to help their people on their side. In fact, everybody knows a kind of a dismal picture. If you look at the economy of Pakistan, that is completely in tatters. In fact, before Imran Khan took over, it was 5.8 GDP. Now it has come down to 1.9 GDP. And fiscal deficit is also 10%. And even the revenue has plummeted. So what's in fact the Imran Khan is talking about? It is not to talk about what exactly has happened because of Corona. Even before Corona outbreak also, Imran Khan's economy was in very bad shape. And he is saying that he is going to help India. Yes, the only way he can really help India is stop pushing in terrorists into this side of the border, because only people they had been financing regularly, they are the terrorists from Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, who are being sent over to this side of the border so that they can spill blood of common Kashmiri. Right now we have got with us BJP President Ravinder Raina. How you see this? In fact, a very jocular kind of a laughable remark from Imran Khan's side that 34% of the people on Indian side will be without food, so they will be helping Indians by sending money and all those things. And while as everybody knows, they had been sending only terrorists. So how you react to that?
Beggar Imran Khan, a puppet of Pakistan's army, is Imran Khan, and a failed Prime Minister of Pakistan is Imran Khan, a man who's failed to provide the basic amenities to Pakistan, to the Pakistanis. Pakistanis don't have grains for their food. They don't have the basic amenities like health and other infrastructures in Pakistan. And he is tweeting like he's the super boss. Stop begging. Stop dancing on the tones of Pakistani army and terrorists. Imran Khan, it is India who's giving everything to the world community. When there is coronavirus lockdown, it is India providing all medicines even to America, Britain, European countries, even helping China during the lockdown, providing medicines. It is India giving rice, food, grains to the world community. What is Pakistan? What hell is Pakistan? And what hell is Imran Khan? He is a joker, he is a puppet, and he is a beggar. Everybody knows Pakistanis don't have the amount of money required to pay to their employees their monthly salary. Imran Khan is not in a position to pay, and he is questioning India. Shame on this Imran Khan.
Very, very important question. Everybody knows that this man has often been running around here and there with a begging bowl. Often he is asking for aid from United States of America. In fact, a very valid point made by Ravinder Raina, where he said that we had been providing medicine to even the developed countries like United States of America. Everybody knows that how, in fact, the chloroquine has been kind of a silver bullet. This medicine was even used in America, and they requested for that medicine. India has been helping the world throughout. Everybody knows what Pakistan had been nothing less than epicenter of terror. All roads lead to Rome used to be a phrase earlier, but now the phrase has changed. All terror-related activities directly or indirectly lead to Pakistan, because except for exporting terror, they can't export anything else. We're talking about food grains. They haven't even supplied food grains to their Hindu minorities. We had in fact reported here on Times Now on several occasions how Hindus were denied food. They were not provided ration because they belong to a different community. You cannot provide ration to the minorities there. You're talking of in fact helping India. I think Imran Khan stop befooling people and stop playing like acting like a joker on Twitter. So because this is a very laughable tweet from Imran Khan's side, nobody was expecting that somebody who is of the stature of the Prime Minister can ever tweet such things, because the world community knows what exactly the reality is. Look at in fact the economic figures speak. 5.8% to 1.9%, and fiscal deficit rising more than 10%. That itself reveals the whole story, narrates the whole story of economy of Pakistan. And he is talking about helping India. So everybody knows what exactly is the condition there. And you rightly said that all they can do is push in terrorists into this side of the border. That is what they had been exporting for the last 3 decades. They should stop doing this thing. I think that will be the best thing they can do ever for India. That if they stop pushing in terrorists into this side of the border, stop smuggling arms and ammunition to this side of the border, stop financing terror, I think India will be able to help Pakistan in a better way, because India already had always wanted Pakistan to be a strong nation, better nation, powerful nation, economically forward nation. But what Pakistan had been doing, always tried to bleed India 1,000 cuts, and that is the tragedy of having a neighbor like Pakistan. I think everybody will be laughing reading Imran Khan's tweet at this stage. Even people in Pakistan, you know what exactly throughout, for the last 1.5 years, Imran Khan had been denying that there had been no Balakot strike. Yesterday, in fact, there was something on the Twitter and there was a panic. People in Pakistan are not ready to believe what Imran Khan and Pakistan army is saying. They too believe that there had been Balakot. That is one of the reasons they thought that maybe India was going ahead with Balakot too, because they know that terror factories are there. India has the capability to penetrate deep into Indo-Pakistani territory and go for Balakot too. So people do not believe
for
Imran
a country,
Khan. So
Pradeep, for a country that is using coronavirus pandemic as an excuse to beg money from countries around the world, for Imran Khan to now lecture on Twitter by faking this offer of solidarity. Athar Khan also joining us. Athar, previously we've seen Imran Khan talking about human rights. He knows he can't do it. He talks about peace, a country that pushes terror, talking about peace. So this is, I'm not surprised by the tweet, and it doesn't even amuse me, because this is a result of the denial mindset, isn't it?
Not just that, Pranesh, you have to read between the lines here. There have been multiple reports in the Pakistani media itself about how Imran Khan is losing his grip, and more importantly, his popularity is on the wane across his own country, and the army is using this now to create some more control, if you will, on that. Let me just quickly point you towards a headline just a couple of days ago in Pakistani newspapers. This is the Express Tribune, one of the biggest Pakistani newspapers. The headline says, "What the IMF has urged Pakistan to freeze government salaries." This is a country where, which is, by the way, deep down, neck down in debt. Owes money to IMF, owes money to World Bank, various other bodies like the Asian Development Bank, and these bodies are now urging Pakistan to make sure they freeze the salaries of their own government employees. What does that mean? No government salary hike, no perks, no incentives. This is a country which cannot afford to pay even basic salary to their large workforce. Now the Prime Minister of that country is trying to lecture India on how he can contribute to our COVID fighting efforts. That's laughable to say the least. Now, listen to this very quickly. Owing to the prevailing tight fiscal situation, growing public debt, and Pakistan's decision to seek debt relief from G20 countries, the IMF was asking Islamabad to freeze salaries of government employees. This is also coming in from sources within the Ministry of Finance. So clearly, this is not some hawabazi somebody is doing. People inside Pakistani establishment are well aware on how tight their finances are. Going slightly down here, the IMF's key demand was also the reason for seeking to freeze salaries, but the government should announce a primary budget deficit target total deficit excluding interest payments of only 184 billion or 0.4 of the gross domestic product. These numbers indicate really largely what we're trying to say. But more importantly, Pranesh, this is clearly, to my mind, a diversionary tactic, because his own country, within his own country, his popularity is waning and the army is using that particular opportunity to gain ground. Imran Khan seems to be rattled. Hence, his only reaction seems to be divert attention by tweeting some nonsense about India and how Pakistan really can help a country like India manage our own finances.
But I don't think this attempt at diverting attention will help, because his bluff has been called out on multiple occasions in the past also. And, you know, in November 2018, if I'm not wrong with the month, Pradeep, you would remember that Imran Khan had gone to Beijing, and Athar, correct me if I'm wrong, and the state-run Pakistan television network was broadcasting his speech, and instead of Beijing, they had written begging.
That happened.
Pradeep. Yes, Pranesh, you're absolutely right. In fact, that is one of the reasons that everybody must be laughing at this tweet, because there is a saying, "Ye public hai sab janti hai." The public in Pakistan very well understand what exactly is the situation. It is not only his popularity winning, but the country is in mess. That they are deep neck in debt, as Athar was rightly saying. That's what I had been telling you earlier, that how much, in fact, the GDP has come down. It has completely plummeted during the last 2-3 years of Imran Khan's rule. So what exactly he's trying to? He's trying to divert attention. Basically, he's trying to address this domestic audience, because he's trying to strike an emotional chord with them, trying to tell that, see, our country is coming and helping Pakistan. But everybody knows, when there was an earthquake in 2005, they were not even having helicopters to airlift people from that area. And that was the time when India really offered help. Had Indian army not helped on the Pakistan side, and that time also, from whom they had to take help? They had to take help from the jihadi organization. And that is, in fact, the tragedy of this country. What kind of financial assistance he's talking about at this stage helping India? Everybody knows that how Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi had been leading from front, whether it was a SAARC summit. Everybody knows that when it was a minister representing the country from their side, in fact, there was a document that was given to them by ISI. He is the puppet Prime Minister. Whatever script is given to him by Rawalpindi headquarters, he keeps on, in fact, parroting those lines. And same, I think that this tweet must have definitely come from their side, because Pakistan army is also really finding difficult. People are asking questions. There are debates on Pakistan TV channel where they compare Imran Khan with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where they are comparing situation in India with Pakistan, because more than 18,000 people have already died, and more than 90,000 people are suffering because of COVID. The doctors there are not having PPE kits, even quarantine centers are not well equipped. What actually now Imran Khan is saying, that we'll not think about corona, we'll think about economy, because he knows what is the condition there. Already many of the people had been laid off from their jobs. There 90,000 people have lost their jobs in the last 2-3 months only. So what assistance Imran Khan talks about is going to offer to India? In fact, India can offer assistance to not Imran Khan but many other countries in the world, and they had been doing it for the past. So that is one of the reasons that everybody must be laughing at this tweet, which is though a diversionary tactics trying to address his domestic audience, but he will fail to do so, because people there very well understand what is the condition and situation there.
Imran Khan is daydreaming. Athar, Pradeep, thanks for your inputs. We leave it at that.